Every idea, every solution, every platform starts with a spark. One that brings technology to life, transforming the imaginary into reality, the ordinary into the revolutionary. With a single spark, an intricate new network is born, crafted with purpose, powered by determination, infused with unmatched intellect. At BAE Systems, this is who we are. We breathe life into the world's most complex platforms, allowing them to detect threats, drive humankind forward, and discover the extraordinary marvels that will shape our future. Alongside thousands of dreamers who share our passion, we create connections that give today's systems tomorrow's capabilities, to protect what matters and create solutions where it counts. It all starts with a spark, an idea, a belief, a commitment to partnership. A commitment to excellence.
What made me want to join the Army originally was a sense of service to my country. I wanted to be an NCO, I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to lead men and make decisions, make the tough calls, and inspire people to do better and push themselves to work harder. It was October 5th, it was the day after my birthday, October 4th. We got on the birds and you feel the heat from the rotor still to this day. And that was the last time that I saw a couple of my friends that night. So, bird spun up, we took off, flew about 10 minutes just outside of Kandahar City, and landed on the X right outside the compound that we were raiding. So after the suicide vest went off, I was thrown through the air. And I remember everything. I remember hitting the ground. I remember looking up and seeing some stars, but it was really weird. I could only see out of one eye. I would say I'm still recovering for the most part. It's been a long road. In 2013, we're going on 6 years this year. It's been tough. It's had its challenges. I've had constant surgeries. I just had a surgery in 2017. I'll probably have another one here in the next couple of years to rebuild everything again. I had a friend here at BAE that told me about the WHIP program. I was impressed. I was impressed with what a BAE does, and I was also impressed to see that there was actually some optics on the wall that I've used in the field. The Warrior Integration Program is strictly for combat vets. That's the scope of this job set, is to get our combat vets into the workforce, trying to utilize that mentality that was used in combat to overcome and attain the objective or the goal or whatever it might be, and take that from the military and transfer it into the corporate world. I'd say what I like most about being at BAE Systems is the fact that I get to go from being an end product user to being part of the wheel that turns to get these products out to our men and women in the armed forces, and that part gets me going. I got Caesar in April of 2016, and we have been together ever since. He was born November 11th, 2011. He's a special boy, and I firmly believe he is the best service dog and the best boy out there. Ain't that right, buddy? Yeah, he agrees. He does everything for me. Since he's been a part of my life, I've become a more effective worker. Caesar always hangs out on my right side so that he provides a buffer between me and everybody else. Because I don't have my right eye, like from here on over, I can't see you. So it's a big gap, and Caesar covers it for me. BAE is just a great company with a great mission. It's definitely got the people here that care about their employees. The job, the WHIP program, provides me peace of mind. The WHIP is a great opportunity to get your foot in the door and to carve your own destiny.
Another roadside bomb along a dangerous stretch of highway. IED attacks leaving U.S. forces devastated. IEDs now one of the biggest threats to U.S. troops.
IEDs was something that was targeting a weakness of the U.S. Defense Department. We didn't have a way to combat the IED and how they were hiding them.
The military started to come up with ideas about putting larger arrays of cameras in the skies.
Digital SLR cameras that were being strapped to aircraft in order to provide some kind of awareness, but it really wasn't a solution that they were providing. They were providing just the camera piece of it.
Then they came to us to try and get a more permanent military solution that really had the performance that they needed and would be reliable.
The airborne wide-area persistent surveillance was one of BAE Systems' first solutions towards competing against terrorists utilizing IEDs in the war on terror.
It allowed a wide view, a city-sized view of the area on the ground, and it provided
a forensic analysis for the warfighter so they can identify where IEDs were hidden, where they exploded, and where the root cause of the perpetrators came from.
And it included both visible and nighttime imagings.
As you transition from the early 2000s in the war on terror, operating into contested environment was critical, and the Gorgon Stare program
really set the bar for resolution. They were able to track things over the target area in a much more efficient manner and be able to track objects of interest that were smaller than what the typical other wide area sensors were able to do.
So we took the initial technology that was developed on the DARPA program and transitioned that into the production program for Gorgon Stare.
The biggest advancement on Gorgon Stare was the sheer number of pixels and the resolution that the system was able to provide.
Where instead of taking one large focal plane, they took small cell phone cameras, built them into an array of sensors, and packaged that into a turret to go on an
unmanned aircraft, the MQ-9 Reaper, which allowed it to have very long persistent times in the air.
By providing the level of data that we provide with that sensor, we're providing cutting-edge technology and intelligence for the warfighter so that they can make decisions not only for today's mission, but for tomorrow's mission to keep warfighters safe. The battle space is changing from the war on terror, in which we owned the environment and we had a distinct technology advantage, to the near-peer threat, where we're competing against countries with greater capabilities and greater technologies.
Now we need to be able to have sensors that be able to stand off at much longer ranges and look further without being able to be detected by the adversary.
The next generation wide-area motion imagery sensor that we're designing is the first of its kind that's designed with the use of artificial intelligence. And what that allows the warfighter to do is to make quicker decisions and make more decisions with the data that they're being provided.
We are using really adaptable methodologies for designing our product. We are agile in thought, agile in design, and agile in the way we execute the program.
I feel like we're designing a sensor now that really wasn't even conceived until a few years ago, because no one had ever thought about combining the ability to do long standoff with the ability to do video over a wide area. So we're combining 3 different sensors into one now to create a whole new capability for the warfighter.
As a young submarine officer, listening to other people's stories of people that are in the military and coming to BAE Systems and seeing the benefit of a technology that we're providing to the warfighter and be able to design products that not only provide a competitive advantage, but keep people safe just like I needed, is important to me, and I know it's important to the men and women in the field.
In my head I may not know what I feel down in my soul. With my eyes I may not see the fire that burns inside of me. Stand strong, hold on to hope. Grab on, don't ever let it go. When your back's against the wall, you're not alone. Here now I have been set free. Fear has got no grip on me. Strong, hold on to hope. Just grab not alone.
We continue to follow developing news, new hope in the fight against COVID-19. Multiple vaccines now showing promise for light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm Kim Catterett, Vice President of Operations for BAE Systems, Electronic Systems. I started in the early 80s, so you can imagine what the culture was like for a woman in the defense and aerospace industry at the company at that time. Massive changes over the past 40 years, not only with the culture in the company, but also for women in industry in general. I grew up being told that if you want to grow, if you want to fit in, then you need to become one of the guys, one of the men in the boardrooms. What I teach today and coach today is don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself, and that will make you better, but you will make the team stronger. Early in my career, I was recommended to be on a small team by the Vice President of Operations. And it was really confidence boosting for me, not only because I was being recognized for the work that I was doing, but sitting in a conference room with that Vice President and him asking me, "So Kim, what do you think?" So I try to remember what it was like as a 30-year-old being recognized by a senior leader, but more importantly, being asked for my opinion. So that has traveled with me, and I recognize the role that a senior leader plays. What we do is hard. It is not easy. It can be very stressful at times. You need to have people be able to relax and breathe, to be able to get their best thoughts and their best self, onto the team. I think together as an organization, I think we do that very well. I'm just humbled and so proud of the collective team for what they do every day. The mission is still there. The mission has not gone away. And our team members know that.
To me, inclusion means belonging because you need to feel like you're part of a team, that you belong.
To me, inclusion means blinders because you're not focused on the external environment. You're laser focused right on the person and trying to understand who they are and who they are as a person.
All voices is how I define inclusion. Different perspectives and different points of view are really important when we're making hard decisions.
For me, inclusion means being part of a community and being accepted in that community.
Inclusion means to me all embracing. Why all embracing? Because we all want to be ourselves. Everybody's ideas are embraced, which leads to a more successful team.
To me, inclusion means incorporation. You're able to be in an environment where you can share your own ideas, good, bad, or indifferent.
We all have to accept that we will have uncomfortable conversations. That is part of the journey.
I think it's important for us to face inclusion head on because it allows us to embrace new ideas and perspectives. It allows us to be challenged and inspired by the people around us.
There are a lot of people that are afraid to speak up and to share their points of view because they don't feel like they belong.
Getting out of your comfort zone allows you to grow.
At BAE Systems, I think we're making fantastic progress in our inclusion journey.
Right now we have employee resource groups that employees can sign up to, diversity and inclusion councils at a lot of our facilities.
They're in the cafeteria, they're at their company barbecues, they're at company events, and they're out there promoting, handing out flyers, handing out pamphlets, and letting folks know, hey, we're listening. We want everyone to be involved.
Because from a business environment, from a business situation, we absolutely need that.
I had heard in 2018 that BAE Systems sector president was going to be marching in the Pride Parade. So I got on a plane from Los Angeles, California with my husband and flew to Boston and marched in the Pride Parade. You could say that was a pretty emotional time for me, pretty exciting, both on a personal level and on a work level to see where BAE Systems had progressed.
We bring a variety of backgrounds, experiences, beliefs, and when we bring those all together, we can collaborate, we can grow, and to develop tomorrow's technology today, we need to do that.
Having inclusion in BAE Systems allows us to give people a sense of home while they're at work.
The work that we do here at BAE Systems is so challenging and so very important. We absolutely are obligated to create as inclusive of an environment as we can. It's going to create some challenging situations. It's going to make some people uncomfortable, but it is absolutely worth it for us to create that kind of environment. And people are counting on us. And the only way they'll get done is to bring in all those great ideas and be able to tap the collective wisdom of the entire enterprise.